What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff. Everybody, Ponte Las Pilas, which I probably just butchered. It's time to play Castile. First things first, I'm gonna get my troops out of a province they're gonna be suffering attrition in because I'm not dumb. And then, on the last episode, we did things. We'd already conquered down over here. We were trying to finish up a quest against England, looking for possible other alliance mates, but we decided to hold off. From here, we are we could go back to war with France. That is one option for us. Try to take some more territory down over here, even down over here along this eastern coast. Eastern? Western. That's west. This is east. Down along this western coast of France. We could also possibly look to expand in Italy. Genoa is a nice, meaty little target we could go after. Unfortunately, they are allied with, not France right now, Austria, who's also scary. We also we're going to go back to war with Morocco at some point to take at least this province, maybe others. From there, I'm not really sure. We're just going to kind of take it as it comes as we try to become the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which is something that is hard for me to say when I say it really fast for some reason. We also have a disaster ticking up that we should probably deal with at some point. But let's unpause the game and see where it goes. We don't want to take that tech until next year? Next year. But we're close. We're making progress. We need to get to Admin Tech 10. And we need our legitimacy to be 100 to become Spain. That's kind of the next goal. I'm going to finish building barracks everywhere so we can get our manpower back as fast as possible. And just kind of chill. Keep sending out diplomats everywhere to just make everybody like us more. I think I mentioned this in an earlier episode, but like the next patch is going to allow you to automate your diplomats, and I couldn't be more excited. Like, just tell them, go make all of our neighbors happy. Or go make everybody who has aggressive expansion against us happy. Or go make everybody who's a potential ally happy. Just go. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. It's not everything I ever wanted in life, but like, it's a good 30 to 40% of it. Another option we could have is going after Portugal here. Now, attacking Portugal would give us a few things. Number one, it would give us a way to go to war with England, who is our rival. And right now, that we don't really have any other way to go to war with England. And so we're missing out on power projection we could possibly be getting from fighting England. Number two, we could take all this land that we kind of possibly want. Like, Lisboa is a really good trade province, as is Porto. Plus, it's all like high development land that's all just sitting right there. And the only people who are really stopping us from doing it are us, because we're allied with them, and England. And England's not even all that powerful right now. So, that may be something we do in the near future. Maybe not, but we do have this event, a shared interest. Queen Isabella I is known for possessing a mind for organization, making sure that people, as well as the administration of Castile, adhere to the law while also updating and adjusting the system to fit the times we live in. It is of great interest to the Queen. Imagine her joy upon realizing that her husband shared many of these ideas. A conversation with you, dear Isabel, is as stimulating as any council meeting, she proclaims to the Prince Consort one afternoon. It's the dialogue is messed up because normally it's the husband saying this to the wife, and so it's swapped around. But she exclaims to the Prince Consort one afternoon. He responds with a smile, also much enjoying bonding with his wife over these matters. These two make a great match. So, we have two things that might happen when we post this button. Number one, we're just going to gain 100 admin power, which is great. Although I probably should develop one province really quick so we don't hit the cap. And the other one, which is possibly even better than it, depending on how long Isabel lives, is Isabel will just get a permanent 1 admin point to her rating. So both of these are great. This is a fantastic event. We got 100 admin. That's fine. It's 100 admin is probably worth... No. Because, like, okay, one point would be worth 12 admin points a year, right? Because you get one every month for each point. So, like, 100 would take 8 years or so, and she's likely to live longer than 8 years, so that would probably have been better over the long haul than the 100 admin. But we're all done building barracks, so I can either keep building more shipyards, which is probably what I'm going to do, or I can go building churches and workshops. But I'm probably just going to build more shipyards. Get that trade income high, especially like in the future. I'm expecting Portugal to have colonized and be bringing a lot of money into this node, and so the more ships we're able to produce, the more trade power we'll be able to control in this node, and so the more that money we'll get. Like, even from the last time we looked at this node has risen by like 3 ducats a month. There is a new Holy Roman Emperor, same empire, new emperor, and it is Brandenburg. So Austria is no longer the emperor. Brandenburg. How old is he? And he is only 18 years old, so he's going to live for a good long time, but we need time before we can have our male heir step up, and then we can try to become the emperor. So we've got a little bit of time before things happen, and then, of course, I say something about it. I say one thing about it, and here's what happens. The heir falls ill. The heir, Felipe, breathes heavily. He has been lying in bed for 3 days now, and reflected in the beads of sweat on his forehead is the fear in his attendant's eyes for Felipe's life. Felipe may not make it through the night unless something is done. So we can do 2 things. Send for a trained medicus, pay money, and it's a 50-50 chance that he dies. 50-50, straight up. And that's paying money. Or we can pray for his life, and there's a 75% chance that he dies, and a 25% chance that if he lives, then we gain 30 legitimacy because God saved him. We're going to go with the 50-50, and we're just going to hope. He lived. He made it. Age 2, we had a scare. We have a free diplomat. I've already improved with Bavaria. Let's go with these guys. And I'm almost at the admin cap again. But, oh, I should be able to take tech. Yes. Also, happy 1492, guys. This is the year Columbus discovered America. I can pass the Act of Uniformity, just gain permanent missionary strength with no downsides. I will do that. So that puts us at admin tech 8. We're 2 techs away. So basically, hopefully 26 years away from being able to integrate Aragon. So yeah, kind of gives us a timetable. Clergy are still in the disaster zone. But they're only ticking up at 1 per month. This is ticking up at 1 per month because our stability is less than 1. So I'm going to go ahead and boost that up to 1 so we stop that ticking up. And just hope our manpower recovers fast enough. The nobility aren't super bad at me anymore, so they're not holding back our manpower recovery rate. We're up to 400 a month, which is great. What's my quest right now? I need to make a couple more soldiers. Once again, we're going to take the spare node expenses, gain some inflation, and more diplomatic power than the other one. Just make 3 of them. That should get us there. Pause. Let's fabricate this claim. Sometimes this game is just like, it's all about juggling a lot of balls in the air all at the same time. Papal State's doing some conquering out here. There we go. Now that we got that, our troops will be cheaper for a little while. So, new missions. Once again, Italian ambition, which would just be kind of hard to do right now. Conquer Laborde, which is French territory. Right here. Alright, France, who are you allied with? Hungary, Switzerland, Savoy, and Utrecht. And we're still allied with Burgundy, Portugal. And I could bring in a third ally. Hungary's kind of scary. Switzerland isn't. Utrecht isn't. And who's the other one? Savoy. To fight France. We don't have a bunch of manpower right now. I think I'm going to wait on that. We'll just take manpower reserves for now. Even though there's like 0% chance we actually finish that quest, but like I just don't feel like I don't feel safe enough to attack France right now. Even though I would like to, I'd love to take more of this land. Especially like Hungary is a big player. Like if Austria were to get a personal union over Hungary, which is a thing that can happen a lot, that would take them out, and then maybe we could jump on them then. But for now, I think I'm gonna wait. Speaking of, oh man. Okay, so, I'm all like, I'm not going to attack France right now. And then Burgundy's like, well, if you're not going to do it, let me see one thing. Do I have any claims? No. I'm just going to say I want that land down there. So we're about to be in for a fight here. I'm going to accept it because I don't want to lose the prestige and the diplomatic reputation for declining it. But this is going to be a rough one. Buckle up. Hey, look. We just failed that thing. And Portugal wants to rent me the condottieri for free. I will accept that. Sometimes countries will do that. Italian ambition is my only quest, which, I mean, I'll fulfill it as soon as I integrate Aragon, but that's 26 years away, but it's the only quest I have right now. I'll take it for now. I may just cancel it here in a second. I'm not going to build any buildings. Cardinal is bribed to move, and we gain the corruption from that? That seems a little silly. They bribed the Cardinal. They should get the corruption. What does the balanced power look like? We have a lot of men. We actually very much outnumber them. And even some cannons, although they have more cannons than we do. But, I mean, that's over 100,000 men right there. They called in a lot of people. Well, it's all their little allies and all our little allies. Although Aragon has proven that they're very good at getting themselves killed, as has Naples. So we'll see. Hopefully we can pounce on France fast enough, though. Just gonna march up to Laborde. I don't have a general right now. I can rent one from them, but well, 15% will fall off in 2 years. But they'll be at 93 if I take this, so I don't think I can do that right now. And I want to wait to spend any military points because I want to get this last thing to give us, first of all, artillery combat ability, and second of all that discipline. So I'm just going to go without a general for now. But them sieging down Paris is a pretty big deal. This is a mountain. Nope, that's a grassland fort. Like, we just want them to be able to peace out of this as fast as possible, really. I'm terrified of this war, mostly because of the way the last one went. I'm gonna leave just going to pull the cavalry and one of these guys back, because I don't want to suffer, like, extra attrition, because we're above the supply limit in this province. Supply limit in this province is 25. 24 now. Probably is winter time. Supply limit will fluctuate between the seasons. Fun fact. I need to hire a new Diplo advisor. We'll go with Morale of Navies because there's nothing better to take for cheap. I could go blockade Savoy. They probably don't have any heavies. No. So I'm just hoping that we'll be able to win this war really fast and not have to take too many losses because of it. I'd rather, if possible, I would like to gain manpower out of this war and not lose any. I don't want to fight in any battles. I just want to go around and just siege stuff down and hope the French give up really fast. That's the ideal. That's probably not going to happen because the game hates me. But a guy can dream, can't he? Can't believe it. It was like, I'm not going to go attack France. That's too risky right now. Burgundy is just like, let's go! Aragon is actually going to win a battle that they started by themselves. It's a miracle. I don't know what in the world that they are doing all the way up here. But whatever. The siege of Paris is huge. If they can take Paris before this like 29 stack comes down there and stops them, that will cause France to want to give up really fast. Sorry I don't talk as much when we get to war. I just end up concentrating. Especially when I'm petrified of how things might go. What's Alright, that 29 stack pulled off of there, but they're not going to Paris yet. Come on, win it. Oh, they didn't get it. I can't believe the French AI is just like ignoring the fact that their capital is about to fall. It's crazy. I'm going to take that because that's going to get me +5 discipline, which is very, very good, and artillery combat ability, which doesn't matter right now because I have no artillery. Although I could build some. And diplomatic idea, improve relations +25%. Very good. And this one is really, really good. The +2 diplomatic relations. Or diplomatic reputation, I mean. Alright, so sweet. Paris has fallen. They're already on medium enthusiasm, so is Savoy. Honestly, this war might be over kind of fast. The whole goal of this war is Champagne, and for some reason I have control of it, so I'm going to give that to them. Again, there's no, I want there to be no reason why this war doesn't end as fast as possible. We're just going to full occupy France and hope they pull out. Portugal's, I think, working on this. Yep. Which is this? That's Savoy's capital, so they'll want out pretty soon. That'll also be big. Man, I should have declared this war myself. I was being a chicken, I guess. Burgundy's a lot more powerful than I realized. We have like 100,000 troops between the two of us. Yeah, France is on low enthusiasm. Savoy's on low enthusiasm. Hungary's not, but they're like forever away. There's no way we're gonna be able to get them out of the war at any point anytime soon. Great expectations. A political marriage is as much a union as it is a contract of mutual support. The Manrique de Lara family expects that the Queen will heed the advice of the Prince Consort and actively look after their and her interests. So I can either pay off them and they'll remember that I came to their help, or lose 10 prestige and gain a bunch of local autonomy. I'll pay them off. I don't really know what that does, but like sometimes that one province will request special things because they're where the Prince Consort's from. They think they're special. They're not special. Oh, I don't have enough troops to finish that siege now. Pulse. so far, we've accomplished our goal in this war, which was to gain manpower. I think we went in at about 7,000. We're at 9,000, so I'm going to take the Diplo points. Where are France's armies? They have 23,000 infantry somewhere. Up here. They're just like, we're just going to keep on going. We're just leaving a trail of castles in our wake. Will Burgundy get there in time? Looks like they will. This is where they're retreating to, and we're going to catch them with like little to no morale. Possibly get a stack wipe. Bring him back from there. We did not get the stack wipe. They were able to make it out. But they're going here, so we should get the stack wipe now. There we go. France has no infantry left. So they're going to want out soon. We've won another siege. It's the Portuguese. Portuguese have been doing work. They sieged up Savoy. Now they're up here sieging out Bern. Way to go, Portugal. And that is peace with Switzerland. War is still going on. Just they got Switzerland out of the war. I'm going to transfer this to Aragon. Thinking maybe Burgundy might give me some land in this war. All right, they kicked Utrecht out. They just paid ducats, and we might get some of that. Yeah, we got half of that. I got some diplomats free. Let's just go improve with little derps out here. Extended privileges for the burghers. The burghers feel that they are unduly taxed and regulated when taking in mind the great importance of their work for our country. Tolls, taxes, and various tariffs are holding them back from being able to accomplish even greater things, and they will not hesitate to use all of their influence to abolish them. So we can remove the obstacles, gain autonomy in Sevilla, Tangiers, and Cantabria. Those are the three provinces that the burghers control. Or we can have them lose 20 influence, 20 loyalty, and 10 influence, which I think I'm going to take because this one gives them 10 influence. Will puts them above 80. I've already got somebody above 80 that I need to deal with here in a second. Don't want another one, so let's just go ahead and take that. They're going to be mad at me for a little while, but it's going to be okay. We should be winning this war fairly soon, to be honest with you. That's why I've kind of pulled my troops back. We won this naval battle at kind of a heavy cost, though. I think. No, not at a heavy cost. We actually captured 2 light ships. So that's pretty good. You two. Go protect trade. And Sevilla. And it should have those guys and the my current trade fleet that's already protecting trade. It should have them join up together. Yeah, see how it's like 16 out of 18? So those two are coming over. And then I'm going to build up some more trade ships because I've made more shipyards. Well, France is completely and thoroughly wrecked. Ooh, discovery spread. And we could go colonize Arguin because Portugal did not. That's the only place we can colonize right now, though, because they picked up this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'm gonna send my colonists out over here, and then basically he's gonna gather colonists over to the colony, and once it gets to 1,000 population, then it'll become a full-fledged territory like my other ones. are. And then having something there will increase my colonial range. If I had knowledge of like this coastline down over here, I'd probably send them down here. It's more valuable territory, but I don't, and I don't know how long it's going to be till I see that because I didn't take colonial ideas. So I'll just wait. All right, these guys finished up that siege. I'm going to send them back. I'm going to transfer this to Aragon. See if Burgundy gives us that. And with France being in this state, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Tell me which provinces you want Burgundy to give me. That would be nice. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.